Hi, Leos. Welcome in or welcome back to Midnight Morning Readings. Thank you for viewing me today. We are here to do your June general reading, which is good for all placements. And we're going to get started by seeing what your overarching energies are for the month. A journey, community, envy, sixth chakra. Things are coming together for you. And I feel as if things are starting to come into place, that everything is starting, you're feeling like everything is working out in your favor. Like you've got a really good job, you've got your finances under control, you're in a solid relationship, or you're not in a relationship, and that's what you choose, and you have a good family, and it's all coming together. And when things like that start to come together, that's when you start seeing, there might be people that are envious of that are jealous of that, because um they feel like things aren't working for them. So it's not an indication of being surrounded by bad people or negative people. It's just um, a reflection of the positivity you have in your life. So, all right, Leos, let's see what's going on. Overarching energies, please, Spirit. What's going on with Leos? Thank you. What else is going on? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. What's going on? Bottom of the deck, yin and yang, fifth chakra, and all about balance and communication. You've got the goddess of the moon, that sixth chakra energy, because that's all about your intuition, the thinking woman. So you've got this. It's all about balance. It's like I said, you're finding that you're starting to feel that things are working out for you. Everything is going well for you. Your job is going good. Your finances are stable. You have a good home life. There's just not too much to upset the apple cart, so to speak. So you've been working on doing some thinking about yourself and the appreciation that you have. So there was also deceit, the garden in the gate, hostilities. And like I said before, when these cards come out, hostilities, deceit, envy, anxiety, when these come out, you're going to have people that are in your life that recognize the good, the holistic balance that you have in your life. You have a stable job, you have good family, you're in a healthy relationship, whatever it is, and they're looking at their appreciation for you. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person, or that things that you need to distance yourselves from them, but they're seeing the happiness that you have, and they're wanting it for themselves. And you also receive the garden in the gate and the woman holding a coin. And the woman holding the coin and the thinking woman, this is all reflective of you seeing and recognizing the balance and the good fortune that is coming in for you, because the garden in the gate is all about, having everything. And then deciding, is there more? Do I want to continue going on this path? Am I happy at just letting things balance? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're unhappy with anything, but you're recognizing the abundance that you have in your life right now, Leos. And it's a very good type of recognition and energy to have. So, on the bottom of the deck, for your challenges and your influences, nature is calling, a wonderful surprise, caught up in the drama. And that's where I feel that some of this is the people that are around you. Like I said, it doesn't mean that these are bad people or people you need to distance yourselves from. But I do think that when you are out, maybe in some of those social circles with some other people, they may try to bring you down a little bit, you know, because of the reflection they have on themselves, not necessarily on you. So let's see, other challenges and influences that are going on right now for you. Thank you. Anything else? Anything else for Leos? Thank you. Anything else? Bottom of the deck, awaken your senses, and it's time for change. A new strategy is required, and I think things are going well for you, and you are finding that inner balance. And so now that things almost are, I don't want to say leveling out, but there's not as much up and down turmoil that maybe is distinct peaks that you might be have felt in the past. And now you're sitting there saying, okay, now that things are really kind of calming down and leveling out, kind of what is my next step? Because I'm not exactly for sure, because I was living for the next shoe to drop, the next thing to come in, and things are calming and leveling out, and you're really trying to figure out what you want to do as far as your next step. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a challenge or influence, but it does give you recognition that you may need to do some more thinking. And that's where that thinking woman is coming in. And that woman holding the coin, you know, as maybe you're looking at things and you're like, I do have everything, but, you know, I do want something more. And that's the garden and the gate coming in. And what else is there, you know, that's out there? Because the first card that jumped right out was leave your social circles behind. So you may come in contact, you know, a time of guilt and shame ends now. And there's nothing shameful or guilty about recognizing the happiness that you have in your life. Just make sure that you're not letting other people bring you down, because it's a reflection of them and not necessarily yourself. So as you're coming into this, let's take a peek into your most recent past. You have a sacred contract, initiation, and needing direction. And that's where I feel that you're at. You've been in a place of constant ups and downs and change and situations that have constantly are arising, and you're almost living for the now or for the next. And that is really come to a point to where it has come to an ending, and you haven't had to worry about that next for a while, and now you have the time to breathe and say, okay, now I can live for me. Now I can plan for myself what's next instead of the next for others. So most recent past messages for Leos, please. Most recent past messages. Thank you. Most recent, thank you. Most recent past, thank you. On the bottom of the deck, repairing the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, this is where you have been at. You've taken the time for yourself. Okay, heralding in change and movement towards adventure. And I feel that things have they've slowed down for you a little bit to where you haven't had to live for somebody else's next. For whether it's at work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's family, you haven't had to do that in a while. So you've really been doing a lot of self-reflection, self-evaluation of what you want to do and what next you want to move for, because they gave you the gestation period, and that's where you're coming out of, is you've really taken that time to really evaluate your circumstances, and you had a revelation, and you've had an epiphany, you've had a general idea of what you want to do and where you want to go, and you've had this rest and renewal, and you've taken that time for yourself. That's similar energy with the repairing the mind, body, and self. The community, it's all starting to come together, and this is what, you know, as you're coming into this gestation period and this time of thinking and soul searching and spiritual evolution that you've been having, it gave you a direction, a self-direction of where you want to go, of what you want to do or what you don't want to do. Okay, so let's get a couple clarifiers for your most recent past messages as you are coming into your current. So let's get a couple of clarifiers here, please, Spirit. Clarifiers for Leo, please. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So in your most recent past, the clarifiers, they're giving you the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So this is all about new beginnings, things moving forward in your favor, in your direction, in the direction you want to be. So you're feeling that abundance. You're feeling that self-love, that self-care that you have been working on, that you've been taking care of. And now you're starting to see that Eight of Pentacles with that boat moving into that sun. And you're seeing all of this positivity as it is coming in for you. Now you're sitting there saying, okay, now I think I'm ready to move in the next direction, take that next step. But I'm not exactly for sure what it is or what I am supposed to do. And so Spirit has been sending you messages. And the question is, with this this fifth and sixth chakra, what is your intuition telling you? So as we're coming into your current messages, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. We just had this past month in May. And what do you need to release? Okay? Nothing is set in stone. If the job that you have right now is doing what it needs to do, it's paying the bills, it's giving you your time for your family, it's giving you flexibility, it's what you need right now. It doesn't mean it has to be the job for the rest of your life, for the rest of your career, okay? It's helping to serve a purpose for you right now. So let's see what your current messages are from Spirit as we're coming into this month for you, Leos. All right. Current messages for Leo, please, Spirit. What do we need to see? What do you need to show me for Leos? Messages for Leos. Current messages. Current messages, please. Current messages, please. Thank you. Feel like there's one more in here. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Anything else? Anything else for Leo? Thank you. Yep. There's that stepping out of your comfort zone again. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is interesting. This card has come out for several of the signs for the readings that I have been doing. And it's a full moon in Capricorn. And we are having a full moon in Capricorn this month, in the third week of June. Somewhere around there, when we have our full moon, that is the full moon in Capricorn. So it could be the ending of a cycle. It could be the ending. It could be when you're starting to get clarity on the decisions that you are making, your thoughts, because stepping out of your comfort zone. And you also had the new moon in Capricorn. So for you, Leos, there was definitely some type of cycle that you started and you are ending. So you started with the new full moon in Capricorn, which happened in January. And now in June, you're seeing the new, the full moon in Capricorn. This is the end of the cycle. So look back as you are coming into June in this month. What has transpired for you since January? What type of cycle is coming to an end? Because it's significant as far as how it is coming to a close, and it's going to set things into motion, because you are good enough and your commitment is being tested. So you're really sitting there saying, okay, now what is the next step? What do you really want to do? You're being given a choice, or you're giving this revelation as this cycle comes to a close for you. During this month, you're really coming into this state of really sitting here saying, what do I want to do? You're going to pose a question to yourself, or somebody is going to pose a question to you that is really going to give you time to pause, where you're going to sit back and you're going to say, what do I really want to do? Or what does that really mean for me? And it's going to start something, and it's going to springboard you into your next cycle as you're starting to move. Okay. So let's get some clarifiers for these current messages from Spirit. Clarifiers for the current messages for Leo, please. Thank you. Feel that was very, very because you've got the Ace of Swords. So this cycle that you're coming to a close on, you know, this solution, this coming full circle that you're happening in the month of June is very, very much of a pinnacle for you. It's very much a turning point that you are going to have, because you're going to make a major decision for yourself. You're going to decide something for you, whether it is a career change, you know, relationship confirmation, it's going to be something. It's going to be a major, major decision that you are going to be making this month, Leos. Okay. All right. So your incoming messages: hope, wishing wisely, moon energy. That is, you got the goddess of the moon in your energies, in your overarching energies. And you got it again. It came out on the bottom of the deck for your incoming messages. And this is all about your intuition. What is your gut telling you? You know, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? That type of a thing. So let's see, what are your incoming messages from Spirit? Incoming messages for Leo. Anything else for Leos? I feel like I gotta shuffle one more time. Thank you. Okay. Card on the bottom of the deck is motivation, friendship, and time for celebration. And I feel with this look in a book, this is very, very, this is going to be very key for you this month in your incoming messages, as you're going to be going into your birth season at the end of July, that you are going to be you're going to be going back to something. You are going to come to a point of, you're going to make this decision in June, and it is going to help you start thinking about your future and things that you want to do and how you want to go about them. And you're going to be doing research on them. You're really going to be putting a lot of thought into the decision that you're going to be making as you are moving forward, because you also got life energy and precious time, tick tock. Okay. And you know, time waits for no one, right? So as you are coming about this decision, you are going to look and you are going to say, what am I waiting for? What is holding me back from doing what I want to do? This is what I want to do, and not what somebody else wants me to do. And that is what the feeling that I feel that Spirit is trying to tell you, that as you're going through this and making this decision and coming to this closure, and then really diving in to figure out how you want to make this next step in your life happen, you're going to come to this point and you're going to say, what am I waiting for? Why am I waiting? Why am I doing this? You know, and moving forward. So let's get a couple of clarifiers from Spirit as far as your incoming messages. All right, couple of clarifiers for Leos for the incoming messages, please, Spirit. What is going on for Leos? Just thank you. There was one clarifier that came out for you, Leo, and it's judgment and it's truth. And this is where you really, you're going to come to the truth of the situation and what your soul really wants to do and how you really want to move forward. And you're gonna come to this holistic discovery or decision that you are going to be making, and you're going to be taking the steps to make it happen. And I really feel that it's going to happen in like July or August. That's when I really feel you're going to come to this closure. You're going to come to this cycle in June, and you're going to make this decision, and it's going to take you time to research and talk with people and have those conversations where you're going to come to this truth about the situation, whatever it is for you. And you're going to almost feel free, and you're going to have a lot of confidence that is going to come with this. And you're not going to worry about how people may judge you because you're being truthful with yourself. And that's going to be the key component, the key message as you're moving forward. Okay. All right, Leos. So if this message is resonating you as far as a love or a past or current love or a romance or other type of relationship, we're going to ask Spirit to give us a message card for this reading for you to help shed some insight on it for you. One card, please. Thank you. So the card that they gave you for this message is growth. Don't let anyone keep you from reaching your dreams. And I feel that this is very, very confirming of the message that is being shown to you and being relayed to you here today. So for those of you that this is resonating as far as a money, career, finance, job type of situation, we're going to ask Spirit to give us one message card for you. Thank you. And they gave you steady success, slow but steady income, protect your investments, research. Okay, and that's where I feel that you're at. You may have come to a point to where maybe the job that we talked about earlier, the job that you're holding right now may not be your dream job or what you really want to do, but it is serving the purpose for what you need today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get your final message card from Spirit for this reading that will tie everything together for you. One final message card from Spirit, please, for Leos for this reading. Thank you. I feel like there's more than one that came out. Let's see. Oh, there are 3. My goodness. They gave you endless possibilities. Let it go. And finally, opening to discovery. And I feel that those are all 3 very confirmational messages for this reading, depending upon how this situation is going to evolve and the decision you are going to make. It may be that you've been working to let something go in order to let something in. The possibilities are endless for what you can do when you are looking in a book, getting that motivation to research things, and you're opening to discovery. There's so much that is in this message from Spirit today, Leos. I feel that you are going to need time to digest as this progresses for you from when you hear this message until you take that next step. Okay, that is your message for this month, Leos. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. Feel free to leave comments down below. I would be grateful if you would hit that like, subscribe, and share button on your way out, and we will see you back here next time. Take care.